Teachers of ridiculous. What is the most depressing thing a student has told you about their home life? My mom taught in a very low income school and every year would go to the dollar store and pick up Christmas presents for all of her students. She knew that many of them didn't get any other gifts for the holiday. She also had stories about how they needed to be careful when constructing standardized tests because there were students who might answer a question like what do you do when you're hungry with go to bed or similar things. I have a friend in education and they do a secret Santa for the most in need kids and the siblings of those kids. She says you can tell the ones who won't get anything on Christmas Day as they save the gift to open at home. Likewise, they also have issues with standardized testing. One English essay topic was to write about a recent holiday with an example that featured a flight, hotel, the pool, etc. Many of these kids had never experienced a big holiday like that and were confused by the question. I tutor Chinese children online. Some of them get sent to private boarding schools when they hit middle school. Most do 3-4 hours of homework a night and have classes Saturday and Sunday. One boy is 11 years old. When I ask what he does for fun, his only response is homework. He doesn't play video games or watch TV or movies. His parents force him to study and read all day, every day. The only time he plays with other children is when they eat lunch or have PE class. I have some other students like this, but they live at home. Some of my kids are taught that the cinema is a waste of time. Video games and cartoons are bad and they need to study all weekend to get into a good university. The children can be like zombies. It is difficult sometimes seeing them have no joy. One girl said the highlight of her week was that she didn't get assigned a lot of homework this weekend. I taught a student that had intellectual disabilities. For example, I had a test question that was who is the founder of Buddhism and the choices were me, the principal, the assistant principal, and the correct answer. He came back from his accommodation room and said I chose you for the last question and didn't understand why that was bad. Admin had called him in to discuss things with him before and talking to him never led to anything because it was like herding cats. One morning while walking to class he said, "Hey Mr. You fungianeer. This morning my poppy tried to choke me, threw me on the ground, and took my phone. But don't tell anybody." Okay, I swear it was like a different kid was talking because it was so focused and direct. Luckily CPS and possibly the police got involved. That's really dark. Hope the kid is doing okay now. Every week, I'd let students earn raffle tickets which would potentially allow them to choose a prize, such as bringing in a show and tell or picking a prize from my treasure chest. Anyways, one day, a student brings in her favorite doll. This leads all the girls to start talking about their favorite dolls. One student privately tells me that she never had a doll before. This made sense because the child was homeless, wore the same dirty outfit nearly every day, often stole from teachers and classmates because she became adapted to survival of the fittest mode, and her parents were out of the picture. That night I went to Toys R Us right after school. The next week I made sure this girl won a prize and stocked my treasure chest with a brand new teacher and student Barbie set. Well, this child picked a Barbie right away. The most touching part about this story was when she asked if she could show and tell her new Barbie. I said sure. At the beginning of her show and tell she introduced the student Barbie as her name and the teacher Barbie as being my name. I was so touched.